interesting one from a Triumph Silver Jubilee Bonneville that we're working on at the moment, and trying to check and verify the timing. It's got the original points ignition on it. There's actually been a nightmare on it, and we've also had trouble with it seeming to be reluctant to advance and or retard and so on, and the points gaps and the points opening relative to the lumps on the cam that open the points seem to have been out of step with each other, and hopefully the camera might pick this up. If you look at the bed of the lathe, I'll hold the camera as still as I can, and you should be able to see a wobble or throw there. Well, when this has been fitted to the engine and bolted on and everything, and the engine's been running, the bolt that goes through the centre of the assembly to hold it all on, when the engine's been running, the bolt has been spinning and wandering up and down, as we see that doing there. So that translates to, when this is held steady in the camshaft, that throw that we see there moves to where the lobes are for opening and closing the points, and I think it's just sort of corrupting and confusing the opening moment of the points. So we've got to get something else in there spinning straight and true, or we're going to have to put the electronic ignition on there. But this is obviously faulty. It advances okay, the bob weights and everything, the springs work fine, no problem with them, but because of that throw, it's all totally out of phase and out of step with what it should be doing, and there doesn't seem to be any way of correcting it. I think it's just been faulty from new, and it's off a bike that's only done about 4,500 miles from new. So luckily, perhaps it hasn't had too much stick and hasn't had a chance to hole any pistons or anything. I'm sure that when that's put right, the engine will run a lot nicer than it ever did ever since it left the factory, probably. So, as I sometimes say, just when you think you've seen it all, something else comes along, and here's another one. Here's another advanced retard unit I've got here. This one's for a Triumph Tiger Cub though, so the rotation is opposite to the Triumph Bonneville, so I can't use this one, but just to sort of see and demonstrate, a tiny little bit of run out on this, but nothing like the sort of dramatic throw that we had on the other one. So that one out of the Triumph Bonneville is very definitely faulty, there's no arguing with that. This is the core or centre out of that advanced retard unit from the Triumph Bonneville, and we can see that we've got the equivalent of a good 12,000th of an inch there run out. Well, that's really going to upset the operation of the points, depending on where it is relative to the lump on the cam that opens the points, but I certainly don't want any of that, so that renders this pretty much useless, I would say. Go do something about it, either change it or bite the bullet and fit an electronic ignition, but that's no good. That's ready for the bin, that one.